Hey guys, this is Flavored of the dailypvp.com, and for the next ranked match we'll be actually going to the PTS in the upcoming 2.0 patch with the expansion of the rise of the hutt cartel here. This is gonna be a game between two US guilds and teams. One of them is pretty much well known to all of you, hopefully if you don't know them yet, you're really missing out. It's one of the best teams in the world, at least by my account. But they definitely deserve it. They've got a lot of great players, and what's more important here, they've got a great teamwork. They communicate like bosses. But all that aside, they are coming from the Bastion. They're Hey, I'm MVP, a great guild, at least for the Americans, you know. The other guild they will be facing off is Casual, and I think they're coming from Prophecy of the Five. Obviously, coming to the PTS allowed these people to match against one another, but remember the different rules apply here because a lot of the balance was actually switched around. Some stuff was improved, some stuff was cut here, and the game is about to start as people have taken their speeders and will be heading for the middle. Let's look at the split here. It will probably be something like 3-2-3 or something similar, but no, actually it's gonna be 4-2-2. We've just seen this split from the game of Reality Check against Nostradamus, and that's a very solid split with tank and a healer coming for the middle, another healer going for the home point with a lot of support. In this case, support of the three other members, and what we have here is a slugfest for now. But look at this, actually Casual have sent 3 people to the middle, and the Scope 7 Sork healer here is taking quite a lot of hit and uses this new defensive cooldown. Look at how useful it is. They cannot really touch him for 10 seconds whatsoever, even though Scope 7 cannot really do anything at all as well. But as the tank is not really taken down easily, it's quite a safe situation there. So well, all is good, and suddenly it's a 3-2-3 battle as well as XVHCC, the operative healer, coming to the middle. And look at that, Hey, I'm MVP were actually able to cap their eastern point a lot faster than Casual, and now they're in a good position to fight for the middle here, as all the members of both teams are coming here, and it's about to heat up. And well, it already has, really, as both teams have started dealing and taking damage, and Scope 7 actually taking a lot of heat right here, right now, and maybe going down. And Hey, I'm MVP really do not want to be without one of the healers right here, right now. But well, suddenly Casual player disengages from him, and well, just look at that. This Marauder here, guys, kind of overextended. Maybe you should have just quickly focused him, especially considering that what a great CC on the Casual here. Like, both of the healers are here intimidated. That was a great time to actually 4-man focus fire on someone, especially on that Marauder who was overextended. And while this right now is a situation of a little bit back and forth fight, let's talk about the setups here. What Hey, I'm MVP has in terms of DPS is actually 2 power techs, I think. They've got 1 smasher here and a DPS Sork, which is actually not a bad combo. In case of Casual, though, they've got the 2 power techs as well. They've got a sniper and a smasher, and as it currently stands, in all honesty, sniper would be a lot better choice than the Sork DPS, but we'll see how it goes and how it develops. Right now, Frog Dog is taking a lot of heat and maybe going down, but is desperately kept alive by the healers there. Very good job of the healers. GG here is a little bit low, intimidated right now, but full resolve, and they suddenly decide not to engage. Scope 7 taking a little bit of a hit from whoever it was. It's down now, it doesn't really matter. He went down pretty damn quickly, or did he actually stealth? I'm not sure. I saw the body, and as we all know that in Star Wars universe, whenever you do not really see the body, that guy might be coming back later. But back line of the casual right here is CC'd, well, except for the sniper who is entrenched. But those two guys, including one of the healers, is actually, well, both of the healers, to be honest, were actually CC'd or not, and not healing. But during that time, unfortunately, MVPs were not able to capitalize on that and do anything. Chea is ravaging the backline, or at least attempting to ravage again, and look at the ops frame, a lot of damage incoming on the MVPs, and so far I feel as if Casual are doing a much better job at DPSing and trying to cap middle, but the AoE interrupts it effectively. Cthulhu is going down, Kendaris is going down and actually goes down, and that puts MVPs are not in a good spot. Scope 7 might be going down, but channels his new defensive cooldown. This is really intense. Best World went down and released. I thought they might use a combat res that would be really good right now, because every time you lose a man in a close fight like this, it brings you closer to actually being wiped here. That's not something that MVPs would want, I assume. And look at the ops frame, really, they are taking so much damage. It seems like, well, either someone respect or it was Casual just started doing a better job at focusing targets, because seriously, MVPs are taking just quite a hell of a lot of damage, and as you can see, the healers just cannot keep it up with having both a lot of heat on themselves and actually keeping their team alive. This is quite a hard job for them, it seems. Cthulhu is going down, Frogdog is going down, and not having Scope 7 here healing is really a bad situation for MVPs. Casual, I must admit, is doing a great job at DPS, and are they doing something I'm not aware of? Unfortunately, I cannot see what gear they're wearing, but I would assume that they've done their homework and are actually fully augmented, having those new teams which are introduced with 2.0. Scope 7 is taking a lot of hit again. GG and Chea are like putting out a lot of damage on him, but at the same time, Bodies greatly CCs them both with a grenade, thus well, reducing the amount of hit on Scope 7. XVHCC goes down. Damn it, that's unfortunate. Every time MVPs are left with a single healer, they are facing annihilation, to be honest. Simply because just look at the damage Casuals are able to put out on them. It is simply insane. It is nothing that a single healer can actually keep up with. Whoa. And yeah, just look at that. As soon as XVHZ went down and the rest of the team started following, and if on live you can somehow manage, but with the current setup, without any stealth, well, there is just no hope for MVPs, but rather to just step back a little bit, retreat. They need to regroup, they need to go into the middle in full force. Cthulhu is not here right now, Bad Ace taking a lot of damage, but well, that could be said for the rest of the team. This is something that MVPs were really not prepared of, it seems, because they just cannot keep healing all this. You can see that they're falling one by one, and that is, well, I think if this continues, Casual will be able to take middle point quite soon. They need to change something, maybe they need to respec or do something, maybe change something for their DPS Sage, maybe change something for their Smashers. I don't know, well, not much you can change for the Smashers, but maybe change something for the DPS Sage, as well as if he's, for example, playing Madness, DPS Sork playing Madness, he could be playing Lightning, as it offers a lot of crowd control now, and actually maybe even a better damage in some ways. I'm not sure, but as it is right now, as it stands right now, it is really a hard game for MVPs. I could even go as far as to say their setup is outmatched right here. Maybe it is quite a possibility, at least right here, right now, that casuals might be better geared in some way. because as it stands on the PTS, it's still quite a lot of work to get the best gear, and maybe that's what the casuals did, put better job into gearing up their team. Unfortunately, without actually seeing the stats, it's of course hard to say, but from the damage that is delivered to the MVPs, it's I don't know. And the difference in their setups here are really minimal. Well, it's not exactly minimal, as snipers are definitely better than DPS Sorks, at least from my view, from the testing I did personally. But well, I just refuse to believe that not having a sniper here and having a DPS Sork puts this much strain on MVPs. I just refuse to believe it. They both have one Marauder and 2 power attacks. They both have a single tank. So I don't know. And as you can see, it is complete chaos in the middle. The MVPs are being wiped consistently, and they're just unable to return. They have to spread, they have to like hide, they have to LOS just to prevent a cap, and that is not a good situation to be in. I am not sure. I think that in the next minute we will be seeing a cap unless some clever tactics is derived by MVPs here. Casual, on the other hand, must be really feeling comfortable because, well, their approach is working, and this is more of a brute force approach, so to speak. They're picking a target, they are annihilating it, mostly healers here, and unfortunately the team of MVPs are currently not being able to peel off their healers good. Well, just look at that, 3 people on the healer, while at the same time, well, MVPs are not able to take down healers of casual. It really does feel like gear or setup win, at least in the middle for now. It is hard to say what exactly is the cause, but it does feel like MVPs are experiencing some damage problems as compared to the casual guild. And really, it's I just really want to spend a few seconds here watching the action to have a more clear understanding of what exactly is the issue here, because while MVPs have been driven to a corner, figuratively speaking, they have to spread out. Look at that, they're taking damage, and all they can focus now, right, is staying alive. Look at the ops frame for a second. Look at how quickly their HPs drop here. Bodies is doing the best he can to keep healers alive, but while healers are focused on themselves, the DPS of the MVPs are falling. And look at the casuals. They are not losing any HP, and they are actually starting to cap, but well, Sage, who is still alive, is trying to prevent it, but 2 players are capping, and one of them in cover, but well, Bodies is doing his best to interrupt, but as soon as he goes down, only 2% left, 3, but well, Frogdog and XVHTC are here, but I think that Casual will just pull them off and CC or something, because they've really shown some skill in this game. XVHTC has been defeated, Will Candaris has been defeated, and yeah, it seems like the middle is lost, and so is any advantage of the MVPs which they had since the beginning of the game by capping. Yes, there we go, middle falls to the casuals, and probably, well, no, they cannot really switch up right now. And I think for the rest of the game, casuals will be prepared because they can see that the team is wiping, that there will not be surprise. Ryer actually left the turret he was defending, Eastern Point. Just Badis was left alone in the middle, and they are switching to the west, but casuals are damn prepared. I don't think anything MVPs can do right now will come as a surprise for the casuals. Why am I calling them the casuals? They are not playing casually, that's for sure. they are damn good, and I have to admit it. Although, from what I've seen in the past, the history between Casual Guild and Hey I'm MVP is going in favor of Hey I'm MVP, but this game, Casuals are shining. They are able to show us the skill. Really, MVPs are playing great, but Casuals are playing even better. And well, it can be for not exactly the reasons of skill, but rather the better gear. But you cannot just disregard the gear. This is MMO we're talking about. Everything is important here. If you did not spend enough time gearing up your character to the best, you deserve to lose. If you were outmatched in the setup, well, that's also part of the game. You have to accept that you were outwitted before the game even started. I'm not saying that this is exactly the case, but I hear a lot of complaints like this guy picked up an overpowered class and that's why I was defeated. Well, sorry, that's how the game is. If you play StarCraft 2 and like outmaneuver your opponent with the better units, you just don't say sorry you built better units than me, then because of that you are new. No, that doesn't work this way, and that's exactly the case with playing more suitable classes and having better gear in the MMOs. You've got the choice to actually do this yourself, and if you didn't do that, well, sorry. Try to utilize your skill to the fullest and win with the pure control and micro and tactics and strategy, or just suffer the defeat. But anyway, enough of that. There is a huge battle going on in the west, but I don't think anything is gonna be happening, and it seems like MVPs are about to switch. Their eastern point is undefended, but Casuals, I don't think they've either noticed or actually care about it. They seem to be pretty sure in their victory, as well, basically there is only one tick remaining for them, and as soon as it happens, their victory will be assured, because, well, it's simply impossible to capture 3 points to win at this time. And just one more tick, unless the capture of the middle is happening right now. Yes, unfortunately, it is safe to declare that Hey I'm MVPs have lost, but well, what a game it was. I definitely want to look at the final stats right here to see the numbers. Of course, the numbers are not a solid indicator of what, but in a long drawn out fights like this one, it will definitely be. Usually people would say numbers do not mean anything, but right now in this game they will. So shut up if you're thinking something like that. 40 to 130, and well, unfortunately we can see still from the off frame that MVPs are taking a lot of damage, but they are not giving up, and they never do. In none of their games, they keep trying, even when the game is already lost, they keep trying to win, and that is admirable. That's all I have to say. 10 points remaining. Body's not even, well, he has left the ship. I was about to say that he's not even leaving the ship, but well, he has left this ship here, and the game officially goes to Casuals. Let's look at the score right here, which is about to pop, and oh, holy crap, I don't have the words. Just look at the freaking numbers, look at the damage. MVPs get completely out-damaged. Even the tank Liege for the Casuals, look how much more damage he dealt compared to the just baddies. I'm not sure what the case. Each of the DPS for Casuals dealt like 300 to 400 more than the DPS for Hey I'm MVPs. And by the way, it seems like Frog Dog was playing Carnage here, and he wasn't actually a smasher. This kind of explains a lot, but anyway, have you seen these numbers that Casuals were able to put out? They were huge compared to the MVPs, and I think that, well, that Hey I'm MVP should think about it for a little bit, maybe make changes to their setup, or maybe some gear adjustments, I don't know, but seriously, Casuals were able to deliver a lot more DPS than them, and that was half the reason, well, if not 80% of the reason they were having so much problems in that fight there. Anyway, guys, make sure to follow Just Bodies on the stream. He streams quite often. He's a great player. Twitch.tv/justbodies. Of course, follow me. Pay a visit to dailypvp.com. It's a great resource if you want to see competitive gaming. One thing I want to ask you, if you watch videos, if you watch content I post, if you watch my stream, do it on dailypvp.com. Everything is posted there from my YouTube. My streams are on the main page. Huge players chat is also there. So just if you're following me, do it on the dailypvp.com. It would be of a tremendous help to myself. As well as follow me on the social media at Twitter and Facebook at /dailypvp. And make sure to comment on the games. Tell me what do you think. Tell me what MVPs could have done differently here. They opted to go for the standard classic tactics of fighting it for the middle, even though they felt they were on the back foot. Obviously, they felt how much damage they were taking. Tell me if you think it would have been better to maybe go for the opponent's point sooner, maybe switch the team, do some shenanigans. I love hearing from you guys. Let discuss the games. This is always fun to do. But for now, it was flavored for dailypvp.com, and I am freaking out. What a damn exciting game it was.